Hello guys, and welcome to the program. As usual, this is a Business Tuesday, the show that comes to you every Tuesday 8 p.m. on Lolwe Television Network. Again, on the show today we're having a gentleman visiting with us for the first time. I will be allowing him to tell us who he is. And guys, as usual, you know, this is the program where you get to learn more about business, entrepreneurs, startups, the already established form of businesses and anything to do with business. So we welcome you to the program. My name is Maurice Owino. Welcome to the program, guest.
Thank you.
Yes. Maybe you greet people at home.
Good evening, everyone.
And you can also tell them who you are. Then we proceed.
My name is Michael Mandela. I'm the founder of Kaga Tours and Car Hire. I operate from Buruburu, Nairobi, Kenya.
Very well. The guest is saying his name is Mandela. And today we shall be talking about car hire, and also there's something else we'll be talking about in the second part of the interview, right? Yeah, but in the first round we will be talking about the car hire, because he deals with he's hiring cars around, and so if you need to, maybe want a car to go somewhere, we'll be talking to our guest by the end of the show, and then we will know what to do. So how is the business?
Basically, the business is okay. Despite the few challenges that we have with the lockdown that we had previously. So we are picking up slowly, and we hope for the best as the year goes by.
Yeah, of course the lockdown has, now that it has been lifted, but we know it has really affected businesses all over the world. And I know this, maybe you are going to be giving us tips how you have been surviving with this lockdown and everything. So, but before that, give us a small history of how did you start?
Kaga Tours and Car Hire was started as a passion. I used to refer people when they asked me for cars from my friend. So while doing that, an idea came up to do the business. So I registered the business. That was 4 years ago. Then I started the business. When I was starting, I didn't have a car. So I leased a car from someone. So I used the car for 1 year. Then I bought my first car. Then now I started going my fleets bit by bit. Yeah.
Very well. And you're saying you didn't have your own car from the beginning. So you used to, this one that you're using before you bought yours, what kind of business were you doing?
Before I was in the car hire business, I had started the business. So to start, the capital was very high. So the best way to go about it was to lease a car from someone. So I used to manage that car 100%, so that I used to pay her 40,000 per month, and I saved the rest with a target to get my car by the end of the year.
Mandela, what you're talking about is, they can say that it's something that looks easy on paper, but in reality it might prove to be very difficult. You know, we have had so many people talking about these car hire businesses, and not really knowing what exactly does it take to make this thing work.
Number one is discipline. So you have to be patient with the business. You don't need to see Mandela doing it well and you want to be like Mandela in a day. You'll end up in problems, because you give someone a car, you've never met him, someone has just given you a call that so and so needs a car. So number one, you must trust your instincts. Number one. Number two, you have to do your ground check. You just make a phone call, ask him a few questions, then after a while again call back. If there's a slight change in the story, stop that business.
If there's any slight change, you stop it.
Yeah, stop it.
Yeah, because the issue with the trust is the big, is the elephant in the room here. Because how do you end up trusting somebody that you don't know, and you trust this person with your car? It must have taken you maybe something for that to happen.
When I was starting my first year, I was arrested because I gave out a Voxy, and whoever had the car was using it to transport bang.
Bang?
Yes. Then the vehicle was arrested in Kisumu, Kondele. So I had to go to Kondele to help them in investigations. Then from there now I learned a few things. So I made my conditions very strict. Yeah.
Now that being said, does it mean that when you are leasing or giving out your car, you need to do the background check and probably know what is it that this guy is going to do with the car, which side of the country is he traveling to? Do you really need to know such kind of stuff?
You have a contract that someone has to sign, stating where he's going with the car, how many days, what he's going to do. To be on the safer side, your first market should be your friends. Your network is your network. So as I operate now, 80% of my clients are my friends, and they refer their friends to me. So with that, the background check is easier. So you have someone, a point of reference in case something happens, that Onyango, you gave me Utieno, he has done ABCD. So we can start from somewhere. Yeah.
And I know the common question that is lingering on the minds of so many is, what if in case of accident and you have given out your car and it involved in an accident, who stands liable here?
There is insurance. Many people, there's insurance for car hire. When you are taking insurance, you must tell them this is for business. Because if you take PSV, again, the police and the client, they have issues. So you just pay a higher premium to be on the safer side to protect yourself and of the client. Anything below 30,000, the client will cater for that. Anything above 30,000, the insurance will take care of that.
Oh, you will take that. And I know we are almost taking a short break, and when you come back, we'll be talking about the other thing. But still, if you feel that there's something you still need to discuss, we'll still see what to do. But for now, tell me, how much do you charge if somebody wants to hire a car from you?
It depends with the car that he wants, because we have saloon cars, SUVs, mini SUVs. We have coaster vans, the tour vans. Much more is on the website. I'll share with you. You can share with the viewers. So every car has its own rate. We have the dollar rate and the Kenyan shilling rate. The least you can pay is 3,000 per day.
3,000.
That is if you are locally within Nairobi. But if you are going outside Nairobi, it's 3,500 shillings per day.
If I want to use a V8 from here to Kisumu, how much do you charge me?
25,000 per day.
25,000 per day.
Yes.
That is now if I'm going for 3 days, that would be
75,000. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's nice, but I think it's a bit expensive also, because and now by this one you mean, are you the one who's going to be fueling the car, or you give me a car plus the fuel and everything?
Anything Prado, Range Rover, V8, they are chauffeured, but the client fuels the car. For the saloon cars, mini SUVs, if the client chooses to have a driver, we have them available, but mostly they are self-driven. Yeah.
Very well. We're taking a short break, and of course, when we come back, we still be talking maybe a little bit about that car business towards the end. But still also, we have something again that we must be talking about. Guys, this is a Business Tuesday as usual. My name is Muriso Wino. We are taking a short break. Don't go too far. Welcome back, guys. If you're just joining us, this is a Business Tuesday, the show that comes to you every Tuesday 8 p.m. on Lolwe Television Network. I know there could be people just tuning in right now. We are having a guest on the show. We have had him in the first round, and now we welcome you again back for this second part of the interview. We are talking about today about car hire business, and also we will be talking about, before the interview ends, we'll be tackling also about the branding and printing, such kind of stuff. So stay tuned and welcome back. Karibu sana guest.
Thank you.
Yeah, kwa wale wanafungua sasa, still you can greet them again.
My name is Michael Mandela. Hi to everyone.
Yeah, very well. We are having Michael Mandela on the show today. So Mandela, we are talking about, before we took a break, we are talking about this car hire business, how you charge, and you're telling us this depends on the type of a vehicle somebody has chosen to use, whereby we are saying that it's going 25,000. That is if you're taking a V8 from here to Kisumu, right? And now if I choose to land in Kisumu, probably from Nairobi, and I land in Kisumu, how do I get Do you have offices in Kisumu maybe?
Any business in the world that wants to stand stronger has to partner with others. So if you want a car anywhere in the country, through Kagere Tours, we'll make sure you get it. So we've partnered with other businesses around the country, whom just a phone call away you'll get a car from us. Yeah.
And a situation where you are providing a driver, assume I do not know how to drive, and you are giving me a car plus a driver, that does make it a bit expensive.
Yes, the drivers are paid a fee per day. They have their allowance, daily allowance. We'll add that on top of your daily rate. Yeah.
Which will be more even much expensive than what you just discussed.
Yes.
I think the least one, and a vehicle like Mark X, how much is that from?
That is 6,000 per day.
6,000 per
Yes.
day. Yeah, that one is better. I know my cameraman can choose to use that one. We can say that one is at least pocket friendly. Yeah, because they're saying anybody who can manage to hire a vehicle, of course, that is somebody who's probably doing good. Yeah, and now what are the challenges you guys are facing in this line of business?
Basically, is the capital and the operation cost, because maintenance. There's high cost of maintenance because there's high tear and wear. So the secret to cut on the cost of maintenance is to, if you are leasing a car, let it be a new car, have it for 2 years, then release it back to the owner. If you've bought a new car yourself, use it for 2 years, then dispose it off, get a new car. So you're always having new cars. 2 years maximum, it goes off.
So if it goes more than 2 years now, you'll be running on losses.
Yes.
Yeah, I know we want to switch gears to the other business. What is your last word on this car business that you'd like to tell somebody who's watching us at home? Probably there's somebody at home who is feeling, I want to start that car business. I know it's capital intensive. Roughly, without quoting the exact amount, do you think if right now I have 250,000, can you advise me to start that car business?
I will not advise to start it. Because you can, if you are leasing a car from someone, you are good to go. Because you must have a website, the tracking system for the cars, voice monitoring system. So it is a bit cumbersome with that kind of capital. But if you have a vision, you can lease cars, then work on that too.
So leasing and using yours, which one is better?
Leasing is the best option because like now I have 10 cars in the company. 4 are mine, 6 are leased. I can't afford to buy 10 cars at the same time. Yes.
So when you lease, you also get something on top?
Yes.
Very well. I know one day again we will be talking about that car. It's such an interesting topic. But now let's shift gears to this other business that you do, which you're saying it's something to do with branding and also printing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about it.
That one is the mother of all my businesses. It was the first one I ventured into. We do branding, that is printing and product branding, image consultancy, to a company called Power Brand Media. It's the first one I opened before I started Kagere Tours. That one is what I studied. So it was born out of my knowledge from school. I used to work for a firm called Lolwe Media Monitoring in Westlands. It does public relations. So from there, I learned that I could make money from my studies. Then I left work. I resigned myself in 2005. Then I began Power Brand Media. Yeah.
Very well. When you say branding and printing, people think of those small businesses where you go to a cyber and you print a document. What about yours? Is it a big one? Do you do large-scale printing?
Basically, I do corporate work. That is, I do parastatals, NGOs, and private companies. Individual printing, those are by the way.
And branding, it means this kind of brandings that we see on cars. Is that
basically,
do you also cover that one?
Basically, I build a brand For instance, if now you know Kagere Tours, I've built that brand. So you give me your company when nobody knows about it, I'll make sure it is out there.
You sell it.
Yeah, I sell it to you. Yeah, through printing. The identity must be created first. The publicity, yeah.
Very well, and that looks a bit a complex job to do, especially with the current youth. You know, right now, in this time and age, we're having youth that they really don't want to do hard work. And now if you're telling somebody, maybe from college, that you will be walking around and finding out companies and go and kind of like advertise them on the owner's behalf, that becomes a bit difficult for them. What advice can you give to the youth?
The most difficult thing is the fear of the unknown. That is our problem. You take the first step. The first job brings the second job. So you'll be out there looking for a job for 10 years, the client for 10 years. But once you land the first client, you're good to go. They just come themselves. Yeah.
So by this you mean how you treat your first client really matters?
Yes. Because
it's the same person who's going to be bringing other people again.
Let me tell you, my first job in the branding business, I made a loss of 400,000 shillings. I underquoted. So whatever I was paid, I used everything and went back to my pocket to finish up the job.
That was so sad.
It's business.
I know now we are almost winding up. Your last word probably.
I just say persistence wears out resistance. So keep on going. Whatever you're starting today, it's a small business. Envision it to be a bigger business. I have one guy who encourages me so much. Ranalo.
Ranalo Foods.
Yeah, Ranalo Foods. He started somewhere in Makungeni, and with time now it's an empire.
Yeah, of course he's an empire now because his hotel is doing well.
Yeah.
I think he has one also in Kisumu.
Yes.
And also here in Nairobi.
So if he gave up in the first attempt, he would have closed shop. Never give up.
So my last question, very last before we close. I know running such kind of the two businesses that we are talking about, the branding and also that car hire, sometimes you might brush shoulder the wrong way with the government. Have you ever found yourself in that situation?
Yes, I told you with the car hire business, I was arrested because someone took my car and carried bang with it. It was worth 5 million, but I managed to help them to arrest him, so the matter is settled.
That is very well now. Thank you very much for finding time to come on Lolwe TV, Business Tuesday. Of course, this is the program where we discuss all matters to do with business, and we wish you well in your business. I know we will call you again because we can see we have a lot to talk about, especially on the car business. There's a lot of things that people really do not know as far as doing a car business is concerned, because people think that it's just something you wake up and you start doing it. But I know one day we will call you now just to take us through the challenges and also what the do's and don'ts as far as that kind of business is concerned. But for now, we thank you very much. We bring the show to an end. Thank you very much. Guys, that marks the end of our program today. Thank you very much for watching. Again, we would like to take this opportunity to give thanks to our team, the camera people, editors, the producers, and everybody who has made the show successful. Remember, you can always watch at 30 p.m. It is a Lolwe TV, and you'll be able to watch the previous shows and also any other show on Business Tuesday. Also, you can be interacting with us on our social media handles, Twitter, that is at Lolwe TV, and also you can go to Facebook, Lolwe TV, YouTube, Lolwe TV, Kenya, Instagram, Lolwe TV. And if you do that, you'll be able to stay updated on what is coming up next. Thank you very much, guys. My name is Maurice Owino. See you again.